Meanwhile, the teen critically wounded in the shooting at Timberview High School earlier this month is back home. Police say this video shows Zacchaeus Shelby and classmate Timothy Simpkins involved in a fight at the Mansfield ISD school on the morning of October 6th, just moments before Simpkins shot Shelby and a teacher. That teacher was released from the hospital a few days after the shooting. Simpkins is currently free on bond. Tomorrow, Mansfield ISD will hold a safety and security town hall. It starts at 6 p.m. at the Performing Arts Center.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Tune in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Come join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Yeah.
But I didn't get married just because he was fun. I got married because we make hell nervous. I got married because I got a vision for what we could do in the earth. I got married because I believe me and him are unstoppable. So you need a rider. Let me get gangster with it for a minute. You need to marry a rider. You need to marry somebody who will go down into hell with you and take back everything the devil stole from you. I got a vision for my marriage. I got a generational curse to break. I got the statistics to prove wrong. I'm not doing what's always been done.
Driving down a back street, windows down relaxing, trying to take the sights in. Only sight that I see, the sight of you excites me. Yeah, never seen anything like it. Sweetheart, if I'm lying, God strike me with lightning. To the wheel, you driving where we ended up. Temperature is rising, yeah, it's heating up. A prisoner of time, but we ain't in no rush.
Long, long way home.
The long way home.
Take the long, long way home.
The long way home.
Take the long, long way home.
The long way home.
Take the long, long way home.
The long way home. We ain't gotta stop here. Put the car in park here. Hop up in the backseat. We can both get nasty. Girl, you fill me up. Premium, I let it. I'm so entranced with you. I know our souls connected. Every drip of your passion, you know I'm gonna get it. Anything that you ask for, you know it's automatic. No need for GPS when you know where you headed. And I can take control. That's if only you let me.
Take the long, long way home.
The long way home.
Take the long,
We can take the long way, the long way home.
Take the long, long way home.
The long way home.
Take the long,
We can take the long way home. You ain't gotta drive, you just gotta ride with me, with me, with me, with me. You ain't gotta drive, you just gotta ride for me, for me, for me. Oh, you ain't gotta drive, you just gotta ride with me, with me, with me, with me. You ain't gotta drive, you just gotta ride for me, for me, for me.
Hey, it's It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. I ain't nothing to do with that. I ain't nothing to do with that. I know. Maybe they ain't catch it. Explicit language. And also, allegedly, if y'all saw something that was allegedly, y'all ain't seen nothing. Not nothing over here.
Yeah. What up, though? It's your boy, Poolie the Barber.
Hey, Peachy.
What up, though?
The missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Yes, we are back. We are back. Poolie was our special guest on Wednesday. Shout out to Poolie for being a special guest.
Thank you.
And now he's back today as the co-host. Shout out to Jason. He's on vacation. Shout out to him. Poolie, I think Jason a little nervous. Jason, if you watch this show, you ain't got nothing to be nervous about, okay? But I think he's a little nervous because when he called me and told me that he wasn't going to be able to make the show, I texted him back, like, after the show, I believe it was, and said, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. Call me when you make it back in town. You just call me. Man, he called me within like 18 minutes. But I missed the call by mistake. My phone was on vibrate. But Jason, you ain't going nowhere, baby. You here. You locked in, baby. You is locked in. Hey, BG. BG is in the building. Carmen said, what up, Uli?
What up, though, Carmen?
What up? I'm loving the shirt. Yeah.
You would, huh?
Leave my friend alone. Leave our friend alone. She's our friend now. This is Anaya's shirt. You know how to put that peachy in there. This is Anaya's shirt, Girls Perspective.
Take it off. Let them see it.
We're going to act like Poolie just didn't say that. That's how we're going to act. Shout out to Miss Joyce. Miss Joyce is in the building. All the way from the ATM, baby. Where we at? We got Ella. Ella. She is from Jackson, Mississippi. Welcome, Ella. Welcome. We got Josette all the way from Ben Harbor, baby. Ben Harbor.
Oh, that's what they call it now, BH.
BH, Michigan. Ben Harbor. Stay safe, Josette. Stay safe. We got Audra from the ATL, baby. Hey, Audra. And we got Lanisha from Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo, baby. Everybody out here tonight. Thank y'all so much for joining. Anybody that's new watching tonight, thank you, and welcome. Welcome to Peachy Tea Time, our Peachy Thoughts, a married couple's point of view. Poolie, what did you just do? You just went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did that Wednesday, and when I came to sit down to do my job, I'm like, what is going on? My knees and my feet start hurting instantly. Instantly. Now is the time to go share, y'all. Go share this video right now. Right now. Do it. I like to share my video during the intros. So that's why, we do the intro, we do the music video, and we have our first clip. While all that's playing, I'm sharing. I'm sharing with groups. I'm going in Messenger. Anybody got a green light on, baby, you can get it too. Okay? You get it. So make sure that y'all share this video. Also, book bag drive. Yes, we are having a book bag drive. Me and my husband is collaborating, baby. We collaborating. Saturday, July 29th. We will be having free food, a bouncy house, a DJ will be in the building, baby. At Cutting King's Barbershop, 945 Suite 4, Harrison Road in Stone Mountain, Georgia, 30093. 30083. I don't, that's not my zip code.
No, it's not.
That's not my zip code.
You know all the areas.
But that's still not my zip code.
None of them start with no 9.
It ain't my zip code. All I know is about what goes on in my zip code. I don't even know what my zip code is. Just don't you say it out loud. Book bags. We need book bags. We are taking donations just as well. Let me get this off of here, the banner. We are taking donations. You guys can send it to Cash at Peachy Tea Time, or you can Zelle. If you want to Zelle, inbox me. I'll give you the phone number to Zelle it to. Yeah, it's raining here and it's thundering. So hopefully we can make it through this show. Okay. Or you can go and drop off your items. You can drop off your items at the address above. And the supplies, because we need some supplies just as well. Shout out to Tam. Shout out to Tamala Lanice. Is it Lanice? Yes, Tamala Lanice. Shout out to her. She made this beautiful, beautiful flyer for us. We appreciate you, boo. We appreciate you. All right. Now that we got all that shit out the way, let's get started into this show. Did y'all see that first clip? Did y'all see the first clip? The first clip is about our update. So let me play that first clip one more time. Thanks for the stars, boo. Thanks for the
Meanwhile,
stars.
the teen critically wounded in the shooting at Timberview High School earlier this month is back home. Police say this video shows Zacchaeus Shelby and classmate Timothy Simpkins involved in a fight at the Mansfield ISD school on the morning of October 6th, just moments before Simpkins shot Shelby and a teacher. That teacher was released from the hospital a few days after the shooting. Simpkins is currently free on bond. Tomorrow, Mansfield ISD will hold a safety and security town hall. It starts at 6 p.m. at the Performing Arts Center.
All right, y'all. That was an old clip. I covered that story a year and a half ago. And they are now going through trial. They're going through trial. The young man, this is the young man right here. I know y'all remember this picture. His name is Timothy. Timothy has been found guilty. So on Monday, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit taste of it tonight. But on Monday, we're gonna cover this entire trial. I'm gonna have some clips from the trial just as well. This was the picture of him when he got turned in, I believe, or when he was released. No, when he got turned in. He turned himself in. So that was that clip, and this is what he looks like right now. 2 years later. 2 years later, this is what he looks like right now. He is now 19 years old. So we're going to get into that story. And then we got our love and relationships night, baby. Love and relationships. Yes, we will be talking about when is the right time to move in with each other. I'm going to give you my intake on it. Pool is going to give you his take on it just as well. And we're going to talk about Charlemagne the God. Charlemagne the God. He has something that he had to say to the men out there just as well. So sit back, relax. Watch us on Roku TV, baby. Watch us on Roku TV. If you're not on Roku TV, watch us on YouTube, Facebook, anywhere else that you can find us. Watch us, okay? So let's get started. We got to get into our fair usage first, and then we're going to get straight into our very first update. Y'all remember them Crime Stopper people that we showed on Wednesday? They called 911 instead of Crime Stoppers, and they told them they don't get the money. Well, baby, look at God after this.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus.
News is getting results. We first reported on Crime Stoppers' refusal to issue a reward to a couple who was key to Dallas police arresting a most wanted fugitive. Today, a Fox 4 viewer stepped up to do what he says Crime Stoppers failed to do. Fox 4's Lori Brown is live. Lori.
Clarice, a Fox 4 viewer told us that he knew he needed to do the right thing for a family that did not hesitate when face to face with a top 10 most wanted fugitive.
We've been hearing a lot of thank yous and that we are heroes.
We were there as Fox 4 viewer Cliff Freeman hand-delivered a check to Kenyatta and Brianna Jordan.
I know you guys have been through a lot, and I just want to tell you, I saw your story that Lori did on Channel 4, and it just touched my heart.
Freeman is a Dallas native and business owner.
What you guys did was put yourselves at risk, and you took a bad guy off the street. And you're my heroes for that. You're welcome. You sure can.
Then Brianna Jordan saw the amount.
For $5,000. Thank you so much.
Trying not to tear up out here. Yeah, I know everybody gonna see this.
When I saw the story, I teared up, so it's okay. It's a good thing.
Yes, it is.
Tears of joy.
The Jordans are parents of 6 young children.
7, 6, 4, 3, 1, and 6 months.
So when they saw reports that Leonard Neal was wanted for abducting a 9-year-old boy and 7-year-old girl and sexually assaulting the girl, they looked at his photo carefully. When they thought they saw him at a bus stop, they called 911. As Neal got on the bus, they followed it while talking to police. Before police arrested Neal, he cut his throat with a box cutter. The chair who oversees North Texas Crime Stoppers told us that the Jordans could not receive the reward because their tip went through 911 instead of their tip line. Freeman told us he believed the Jordans' actions were deserving of the reward anyway, which is why he provided the amount in full.
I don't have Crime Stoppers number programmed into my phone, but I do have 911, and I guarantee you 911 is the first number that I'm going to call.
Freeman said he wants to show the community that Crime Stoppers or not, when you do the right thing, the community will have your back.
On top of that, we were able to contact Six Flags.
Six Flags is providing the Jordan family with tickets to attend the park.
We want to help celebrate this with you, this great thing that you guys have done, and Six Flags has also wanted to participate in that as well. We just need more heroes like you guys.
It's a blessing.
Thank you so much.
Hey,
I want to hug.
I've been out
Number
here
4 here. That's all right. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
After we brought this issue to his attention, Dallas Mayor Pro Tem Tanel Atkins began working to address the root of the problem so it doesn't happen again. He says he will have an announcement about a solution Tuesday.
Shout out to Mr. White Man. He came through and saved the day for Crime Stoppers.
Was that his name?
I don't know what his name was. But shout out to Mr. White Man. We appreciate you. It is some nice white people out here in these streets, y'all.
People.
Yeah, what Poolie said. That part. But thank you, Mr. Man. We appreciate you. Is that better?
You just could have called him Mr.
Mister, thank you. Y'all know how Poolie be feeling about me when I get a little all excited like that. Vaughn is in the building. What's up, Vaughn?
What up, boy?
All the way from Fayetteville, North Carolina, baby. North Carolina. I miss the Wood movie. When I hear North Carolina, that's the first thing I think about is the Wood. Mama Peach in the building. Hey, Mama Peach. I love you, boo. Mwah.
Hey there.
She says she's watching on Roku TV. All right. And I see some more people in the building. Hey, Heavy. I see you out there. Heavy. Thank you for joining us.
Though?
All right, y'all. So that was our update. But for real, though, all jokes aside, that was a very nice thing for him to do. It's a very nice thing for Six Flags to do just as well. We don't know if they get the whole summer or if they just going to get one day.
No,
I don't know.
They get one day.
That's it?
That's what he said.
Oh, he said one day. So
No,
they
he
get
ain't
one
actually
day.
say one day, but he was like, you can come to the park.
Well, at least they did that. They ain't have to. So let's move right on along. Now, this is part of love and relationships too. Some people may not like their sibling too much. Okay. But some of us do love our siblings. We really love them. You know, and some people, they don't have their parents anymore. All they have is their siblings. So they ride or die for their siblings, baby. And this right here is a loving relationships, but it's with sister and brother, and it's a sad one. So here we go.
At 5, he walked free from murder charges because Kim Gardner's office admitted they botched their own case. But just weeks later, Levi Henning ended up dead.
And now tonight, another man, Jacorin Riley, is charged in Henning's death. The arrest and charge is just the latest chapter to a confusing case that News 4 Investigates has been looking into for months. I'm Lauren Traeger, in for Samantha Jones today.
And I'm Corey Stark. Jacorin Riley is related to the person Levi Henning was accused of killing. News 4's Dion Broxton is breaking down all these new developments. Dion?
Corey, these new court documents say that Levi Henning was killed execution style. Police say he was hunted and killed. Talking to the family of Levi Henning after his murder was difficult for David Mueller.
Feeling their pain through the phone, going to see them at the house, it's terrible.
Last month, Henning was shot and killed outside his house in the West End neighborhood in St. Louis. Police just arrested Jacorin Riley.
Out of vengeance is so sad.
Court documents draw a link between the two men, showing Henning was accused of killing Riley's sister, Carlee Doss. Doss was murdered in April 2020. Henning was arrested and charged. He sat in jail for years, until recently when St. Louis City prosecutors dropped all charges. Henning's lawyer claims prosecutors mishandled the case and sat on evidence pointing to another suspect.
He was innocent of those charges. I don't think that the Doss family was ever given information from the circuit attorney's office about why they dismissed that case.
Mueller is running for circuit attorney. He says this case made him want to change things in the office once led by Kim Gardner. Mueller pins his client sitting in jail for years in part on Gardner's mismanagement.
I miss that girl so much.
Carlee Doss's mom sat down with News 4 Investigates in June before Henning was murdered. She spoke exclusively to our team about her hopes the case would be reopened under a new administration. She also had just filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Henning.
If there is someone else on this case that they have not interviewed, they have not picked up, that know something, I want to get to the bottom of it. I want the justice for my child. I want them to go to jail like they are supposed to. And I want them to understand that that's somebody's child.
Lawyer David Mueller maintains Levi Henning's innocence and believes so many mistakes by police and prosecutors led to today.
Had they said, look, we actually arrested the wrong person, we accused the wrong person, or we don't have any evidence really linking Mr. Henning to this crime, I think he'd be alive too.
News 4 Investigates has been asking a new prosecutor about this case. Every time we ask, we just get shut down. But we'll keep following this case.
That's sad. This is why I be saying that I be feeling like they be setting us up out here on these streets. This is why. Why they did not contact the family and tell the family that we feel like it's another suspect. We have researched, we've done this, we've done that. Convince this family that this man didn't do it. And I think they should have done that before they let him out. Yeah, now they done let him out. And what? How many weeks done passed before he get murdered? So that means weeks done passed that y'all still ain't contacted this family. Y'all just let this man out and fed him to the wolves.
Because I'm going to keep it real. Like he just said before, he was hunted down and killed. And I would have hunted his ass down too. Let's be real. As far as I know, you killed my sister and now you back out on these streets. No,
with charges dismissed.
No, sir. Not if I felt like, you know what I'm saying, you were the one that did it. They say you were the one that did it. And again, you know what I'm saying, they dropped the ball when they did not reach out to this family and let this family know that this man is being released and the reason why he's being released.
Exactly. Hi, Billy. How are you? Billy said hello. Billy, welcome. It looks like this is your first time, possibly. But welcome to Peachy Tea Time. Okay, so let's go ahead and move to the next story. This is our main topic. This is our main topic for tonight.
Yeah, now this woman finna lose 2 kids.
She finna lose 2 kids. Her son, ain't nothing she can do about that. Ain't nothing she can do about that. And y'all just saw that she was basically talking about justice for her daughter at this time. Because there's nothing that she can say or do to make sure that her son get out of prison at this point. You hunted him down and you killed him. So, a lot of people got to think first. I understand that was
years of thought.
Yeah, but I understand that was your sibling, but we don't know his background. What if he got little kids? You're willing to leave your kids for the rest of your life?
Who? The brother?
The brother.
That wasn't my plan, but I'm still angry.
I understand that, but that's why I say some people don't think first. If you think first, are you willing to risk losing your children for the rest of your life because you have to go and kill this man that killed your daughter 2 years ago? You didn't have time to sit back, relax. Not saying you're going to get over it. You never get over it. You know? But I just don't think it's worth, if he had kids, because we don't know. I don't think it's worth it, but then again, it's not worth it. Because your kids need you at the end of the day. And anything can happen to your kids just as well. And you're not there to protect them.
But again, at the end of the day, you know, judgment ain't yours. Vengeance is not yours. So, think about what you do.
Think about what you do. All right, let's move right on along. This is the beginning clip that I showed y'all, the first clip with the school fight with Timothy.
Okay.
Timothy Simpkins. Let me show y'all his picture again.
That ain't been that long, but
I know, I don't want them to forget. And that's him going into court. And this is what it looks like now. So the trial is going on. We're going to talk about it mainly on Monday, but I'm just going to catch y'all up. Here we go.
The frantic texts they received from their own children. They were panicked and worried about their children's safety. Hundreds gathered at the Mansfield Performing Arts Center, awaiting the dozens of buses that delivered their children back into their arms. Fox 4's David Santendry spoke with parents and students, some of whom saw the shooting firsthand. David.
Yeah, Stephen, some parents who spoke with us were smiling ear to ear with joy as they were able to be reunited with their children. Others had no words, just tears, as they were anxiously awaiting the arrival of these students following the lockdown after that school shooting. Hundreds of parents lining up at Mansfield ISD's Center for the Performing Arts never knew what it felt like to wait while their child was at the center of a school shooting until now.
I love my baby. I love my baby girl.
Frank Earl recalls a frightening text message from his daughter.
So when I was looking at my phone, all I can see was we hiding, they shooting at the school.
Damian Paul Hill says he was running late to class when he saw the fight break out in a second-floor classroom.
Next thing you know, I looked out to the left of me, and I seen like the glare of the gun.
Chastity Turner was in the classroom next door.
We heard gunshots, and I was just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So we all ran to the other side of the classroom. We heard glass breaking, and he continued to shoot. And I called my mom, and I told her I love her, and I hung up the phone because it was time for me to stop talking,
Jaden Marshall says he wanted to protect his classmates.
We had me and 2 or 3 other students hold the door. That's all we could really do in that situation.
And protect himself.
Just making sure nobody got in. I just wanted to stay alive.
There was little time to think.
At the time, I was in the hallway, and then all of a sudden I just heard gun, gun, go, go.
People running, screaming, teachers begging for help.
Some who didn't hear gunfire questioned if there was actually a shooting.
Until our principal came on my intercom and said lockdown. Then that's when everybody started crying, screaming. So we immediately went to the hiding spots, the back parts of the room.
Students were locked down for several hours.
I just wanted to call my mom.
As scary as it was for students,
it's been very scary for us.
Their parents and family members felt even more helpless.
I was nervous. My heart was pounding. My wife's heart was pounding. She was crying.
Their children remained out of reach for most of the morning. It wasn't until early afternoon the school's 1,700 students were escorted out. Dozens of buses lined up to take them the 6 miles from Timberview High to the Performing Arts Center. It's where parents held their children for the first time since the shooting.
I was just ready to get to my baby. I was just happy I finally got her and we're going home.
happy to be reunited
I was happy and I cried because I thought I was never going to see them again.
and to safely go home.
And like tears just start flowing because I didn't know what to expect.
Mansfield ISD says school and extra.
All right, y'all. I hadn't found the show yet. Carlee, I don't think you was a member at that time. I don't think you was a member when I did this clip. But this runs deep. And this is why I decided that I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the trial. I won't be showing you tonight. I will be showing you on Monday. There's a lot I got to do to prepare for that show. Okay, a lot. But it runs deep. They both was in the same classroom. And you're going to find that out in the next clip. But it was also gang related. Before they got into this fight at the school, when he came in to the classroom, Zach, which is the one that beat the boy up, not the one that shot him, but the one that beat him up. When he came in the classroom, he came late. And when he came in, he just went straight to him. And they started fighting. Timothy stood up. So they knew that they were going to fight once we see each other. Flat out. They both knew it. They also said during the trial that there was a shootout that happened at the gas station prior to that. So there's a lot of things that they don't tell us on the news. That's why I have families come on the show so that they can tell their loved one's story. And this is why I pick certain topics, certain clips to dig down even deeper. And this was one of those that I decided that I'm going to dig down deeper, and we will be covering it more on Monday. So he was found guilty. He was found guilty.
Found guilty of what?
Of attempted capital murder. He was found guilty again of attempted capital murder. Let me read this to y'all. I had to get my notes. This happened in Texas. Yeah, that's it. A Texas student opened fire during a fight at his high school Wednesday morning, leaving 4 people injured, and later surrendered following a manhunt, police said. Now, I'm going to show, the last clip is going to be of the trial, okay? Just a little brief, day one. Little taste tester. Police said there was a manhunt underway for 18-year-old suspect Timothy Simpkins. The shooting left panicked students at Timberview High School in Arlington scrambling and barricading in their classrooms. Timothy George Simpkins, 18, was charged on 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon Wednesday evening, according to local Fox affiliate. And I just told y'all, he was found guilty of attempted capital murder. He was booked and in jail on $75,000 bail. This is not a random act of violence. This is not somebody attacking our schools, Colby said at the press conference. This was a student. They got into a fight and drew a weapon, he added. Police in Simpkins pulled out a weapon after getting into an altercation around 9:15 in the morning. They must not eat their breakfast. They just came straight on in ready to fight. Local time on the 2nd floor of the school. 3 of the victims were rushed to the hospital for treatment, at least 2 of them for gunshot wounds. Among them was Calvin Petit, a 25-year-old English teacher who suffered broken ribs and a collapsed lung, according to his family. And you guys are going to see him on Monday. He has a bullet still in his chest that is too risky for them to remove. So he has to have that in there for the rest of his life. He got shot in the back, and they said he's really lucky because it barely missed his order. His sister wrote on Twitter. He'll be in the hospital for a few days, but he's going to be fine, she added. Oh, you were supposed to be showing the pictures at the time. Remember I told you. This is what happened with his life, baby, with his life. I had it all planned out. A 15-year-old boy underwent surgery for his injuries, which is the one that he got into the fight with, and was in critical condition, police said. Another hospitalized victim, a teenage girl, was in good condition and expected to be in discharge, police said. She was grazed by a bullet and suffered a small abrasion. Now, let's get into this next clip, y'all. This is the young man's mother that went in, the boy that just went in the classroom ready to fight and beat the brakes off that boy. But he didn't know that the boy had a gun. But this is his mother. That boy name is Zach. Okay, his name is Zach. Here we go.
Family members say 15-year-old Zacchaeus Selby had to have another surgery this afternoon. Police say he was shot several times in his classroom by 18-year-old Timothy Simpkins, who police say is refusing to speak with detectives. The Selby family says they will not get into it with the family of the 18-year-old shooting suspect, who is now claiming he was bullied by the 15-year-old. Instead, they're talking about the panic of that day. Fox 4's Sean Rad is first tonight at 5. Sean.
Yeah, the Selby family say they want to make sure that people know who their young family member is. He was shot 4 times, Zacchaeus Selby was. And Steve, on Wednesday morning about 9:13, 9:14, when other students at Timberview High School picked up cell phones, talked, text, or FaceTime with their parents about the shooting, Zacchaeus Selby FaceTimed his grandmother and mother, telling them he had been shot. It's a call no parent can ever be prepared to receive.
And he said, Mama, I've been shot. And I said, what? He said, I've been shot. Oh my God. And he held the phone, and I saw the hole in his chest. And it was just blood, just pouring out of his chest. It was all over his clothes, his mouth, his ear, the concrete.
That's how Aisha Selby learned her 15-year-old son Zacchaeus had been shot Wednesday morning. She rushed to Timberview High School.
I was beating on the door, let me in, my baby's in there. But they wouldn't let anybody in. And he came out on the stretcher. And I ran to the stretcher and I grabbed his hand and he looked up and he said, I love you. And I said, I love you too.
Watching as the ambulance raced with her son to Medical City, Arlington, where today he's undergoing a second 4-hour surgery.
This football, video game, he's a regular teenager. He's 15. He's my baby. Regular stuff like snacks and Takis, and he's just tennis shoes, cell phone, just regular teenager, but he's loving and he's caring and he's smart and he's silly.
The family did say that Timothy Simpkins, charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and Zacchaeus, who mom calls KK, were in class together but could not talk about parts of the investigation.
And do you know if what they were fighting or could have been fighting about?
They're in the same class.
Grandmother Kathy Selby spoke up.
They've asked her not to get into that because that's part of the investigation.
Simpkins bonded out of jail Thursday. Arlington police say a .45 caliber weapon they found on Grand Prairie streets is the gun confirmed by ballistics used in the shooting. But they're trying to identify where the gun came from and that the suspect has declined to speak with detectives.
That was literally the worst day of my life. I've lost my mother, but this was the worst day of my life.
Meanwhile, the teen critically wounded in the shooting at Timberview High School earlier this month is back home. Police say this video shows Zacchaeus Shelby and classmate Timothy Simpkins involved in a fight at the Mansfield ISD school on the morning of October 6th, just moments before Simpkins shot Selby and a teacher. That teacher was released from the hospital a few days after the shooting. Simpkins is currently free on bond. Tomorrow, Mansfield ISD will hold a safety and security town hall. It starts at 6 p.m. at the Performing Arts Center.
All right. So she said her baby is nice and sweet and he don't bother nobody, none of that. And that little boy came straight into that classroom like, what's up, ready to fight? Like, what's up? And beat the brakes off of him. He was kicking him in his head.
I don't know, but
And
it
before-
sounded like Timothy knew he was finna catch an ass whooping anyway.
He did know. He knew.
Yeah,
'Cause
he
it
knew.
came
That's
with
why
the
he got the
gun.
gun.
Exactly. But the crazy part about it is, and on Monday, y'all gonna find this out just as well. Zach saw one of the little girls in the hallway. Instead of her being in the classroom, she's standing out in the hallway, and he asked her to videotape it. She said, okay. And that's how we got the videotape. Zach told her to videotape him whooping that. So it says, when the police officers heard over the radio that there was a teacher that was in distress, the police officers immediately went to the classroom, Kobe said. And I can tell you that one police officer heard the shots as he was going up there. So I can tell you that they were on the scene, quickly responding to this incident and trying to render aid to those that were injured. But he still got away. He still got away. Got away, ran to his sister's house, and hit the gun over to his sister's house. But anyways, let's watch this first clip, which is day one at the trial. And then again, like I said, this is a to be continued. On Monday, we will continue. And the thing that y'all gonna hear, bye-bye.
Prosecutors say the Mansfield Timberview school shooter followed the fellow student he targeted out of the classroom into the hall and kept shooting him. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. That is new evidence we have not heard before from the October 2021 shooting following a fight. Opening statements and testimony began in the 19-year-old Timothy Simpkins trial in Fort Worth. Simpkins also accused of injuring two other people by shooting, including a teacher who still has a bullet lodged next to his heart. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager is in Fort Worth tonight with more on the school shooting trial. Peyton.
Steve, and the bulk of today's testimonies included eyewitnesses who were there the day of the shooting. That includes high school teachers. Now, in the opening statements, prosecutors claim that Timothy Simpkins intended to kill the student who started the initial fight. Day one of the October 2021 Timberview High School shooting trial included emotional testimony inside a Tarrant County courtroom. Now 19 years old, Timothy Simpkins is facing attempted murder and aggravated assault charges. The former Timberview High student is accused of opening fire inside the school following a fight with another student, Zach Selby, who was one of the three victims shot. Selby was critically injured but survived. A female student was grazed by a bullet, and a teacher was also shot. In opening statements, prosecutors emphasized there was a lag between teachers breaking up the fight and when Simpkins started to shoot.
It's over. Approximately 6 to 8 feet separated them. Mrs. Herrera turns, and he's got the gun.
Simpkins' defense team opted out of opening statements, so the state immediately started calling witnesses to the stand, including English teacher Parisa Altman. It was her classroom where the fight happened and the shooting started. The former English teacher reveals she's still traumatized from that terrifying day.
There weren't any words spoken like before the fight started. It was just like they knew that they were going to fight. And
during her tearful testimony, Altman says Selby walked into the classroom that day and immediately started to beat Simpkins.
And so then I went and I pressed the panic button, and the receptionist came on, and I was trying to call for help. She couldn't hear me.
Two other teachers came to break up the fight. Both took the stand Monday, including Dean Boyd, who demonstrated to jurors the moment Simpkins pulled out a handgun.
When I see him kind of bouncing around, I'm looking and he grabs his gun out of the waistband, and that's when I said, he's got a gun, run.
A cell phone video taken by a student was played in court on Monday, showing Selby throwing Simpkins to the ground and then the sound of gunshots. Teacher Calvin Pettit told the courtroom he also came to help after the boys were separated. Pettit testified he saw Simpkins grab a firearm from his bag before he was shot in the back shoulder while trying to run away. The bullet still in his chest nearly 2 years later.
Went
into my lung and lodged itself 1 millimeter, what I'm told is the width of a dime, above my aortic valve.
Prosecutors say Simpkins shot Selby once while in the classroom, but then they described how the shooting spilled out into the hallway. That's where the state says a 15-year-old girl was grazed and Selby was shot 2 more times. Last to take the stand on Monday was FBI Special Agent Boyd Geiger. A diagram of the scene displayed 6 shell casings from a .45 caliber handgun, 3 inside Mrs. Altman's classroom, and 3 outside the classroom. Simpkins was offered a plea deal at the end of last week. We do not know what that plea deal entailed, but we do know his defense team declined the plea deal. Court will start back up tomorrow morning at 8.
Police said they was all looking, and they was. And they was. When the teacher had made it out of the classroom, because the 2 other teachers came in and one of them was a coach, and they came in and they broke up the fight. But when they broke up the fight, that's when Buddy grabbed the book bag, and the black coach said, "It's a gun, run!" And everybody just started running out the room. And the boy ended up, Zach, he ended up getting out the room too, but Timothy followed him out the room and shot him some more. A girl was grazed. A pregnant teacher had fell, and then the coach got shot too.
I tried to have sympathy for Timothy.
They said Timothy was being bullied. That's what their only argument is, that he was being bullied.
That right there wasn't bullied. That was getting your ass whooped.
That's what it was, baby. That's what it was. But you could have lived to see another day, do another fight. Now you finna be gone for the rest of your life.
You finna fight another fight.
Basically. And when I just read it, it said without parole. So, moving right along.
It ain't too many times you gonna get with parole on a capital murder.
Attempted capital murder.
Capital.
I know, but we still gotta say attempted. We gotta call it like it is.
Well, attempted. You get more time for it. You get more time for attempted than you do murder.
True. Because he ain't gonna come home no time soon. So let's get into our Friday commercial. After our Friday commercial, we're gonna get into loving relationships, baby. Hey y'all, it's your girl Demensis with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Hey, Poolie. Mwah. Okay, now we got that out the way. I hope y'all enjoying the show. Y'all enjoying the show? I hope so. I'm enjoying the show. Poolie enjoying the show. I'm sure he is. So make sure y'all continue to tune in each and every Friday. 9:15 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Make sure y'all tune in. And also, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on my Facebook pages. And also, make sure you watch us on Twitch, baby. And Roku TV. It's so important. Roku TV. Okay? Make sure you share this video just as well. Share the video. We out of here. Make sure y'all continue to watch this show. Okay? Bye.
God, black women, and therapy. You gotta have a queen on your side.
Man.
You gotta pour into your queen and do right by her. Like, yo, remember when Celie pointed that finger? And Celie said, ain't no good gonna come to you and tell you do right by me. Yo, my brothers, I promise you, man, if you do right by the woman that you love and the woman that loves you, you will see blessings like you've never seen before in your life. Like, over the last 7 years, since I committed to myself more. I'm not gonna say committed to my wife. I committed to myself. I did the work on myself, and I said, yo, I'm gonna be a changed man. I'm gonna, evolve intentionally. I'm gonna do right by my wife and my family intentionally. Last 7 years, I've elevated in every way. And I said this before on the pivot, but it's true. Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. I always say God, Black women, and therapy. You gotta have a queen on your side.
Man.
You gotta pour into your queen and do right by her. Like, remember when Celie pointed that finger?
I thought it was going again.
I'm like, why do you even?
How
do you do that?
It's a long story. I'll tell you after the show.
You do it a lot.
I know. I'll tell you after the show. Dang. Anyways, so how y'all feeling about Charlamagne the God? Do y'all know anything about Charlamagne the God? Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy, they are the hosts of The Breakfast Club. Angela Yee, she used to be along with them, and they were dope. You know what I'm saying? They had all the celebrities on there, damn near. But, there is a radio station in New York, and it's a dope show. It went, blew up, okay? So now Angela Yee is no longer on there. She has her own platform now. So now it's just DJ Envy and Charlamagne. And then they got a guest host, Just Hilarious. Shout out to Just Hilarious, by the way. And DJ Envy. Well, Charlamagne and DJ Envy used to smash the dash all the time. Allegedly. I ain't gonna say allegedly for Charlamagne, but he was smashing the dash and allegedly while he was married. So that's what he's talking about when he said, once he committed to his wife, committed to himself, his kids, his family, that's when things started changing. Spiritually, that's one of the main things in a marriage. Because, we advocate for married couples over here at PEACHY Time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the important things about marriage is keeping God in your marriage, keeping him first. Don't add nobody else. Just 3 of y'all is good enough. That's all you got enough room for. Okay? But Charlamagne he wasn't like that at first. So now that he is, he's basically letting y'all know that now the blessings are pouring in. How do you feel about it, Pooley? As far as what he was just talking about.
I mean, he said it in a way that he just put it towards women or your woman or your wife. It's more so God. Like he said in the beginning, it's just that. Once you do right. By God. In this union that you performed in front of him, you're breaking it. And that's why things ain't happening. But now that you done decided on your own, I know I was doing wrong, I'ma change. And you changed, and you did this and you did that, and you made sure that you stayed on the straight and narrow. And it just so happened that you saw the change. You know what you did and when you did it, and you know when you stopped and when you start doing your thing. I mean, we all see it. We whether you want to see it or not, you see it. Whether you want to, give him the glory, that's on you. But that's all it is.
So do a lot of men see it once the wife or the girlfriend say, "Nigga, I'm gone. I'm finna go." That's when all of a sudden the light bulb goes around.
No.
At the top of your head.
No. Not for all of them. Not for everybody. I mean, everybody moves in their own paces.
Exactly.
So just because you fucked up this time don't mean you ain't gonna fuck up again.
True.
You know what I'm saying? True. It take time, and that ain't gonna change overnight.
Yeah, it took Charlamagne some years, y'all. Like he really worked on himself. I was listening.
But no, it's like he said, it's working on yourself. You got to know what you want. If you know what you want out of life and what you want out of your wife, you do right. And I mean, if you do wrong and then, you know, you see the bad coming out of it with your wife, yeah, I mean, it might be time to go. It might be time to seek some counseling.
Exactly. But some men don't even believe in counseling.
No, a lot of folks don't believe in counseling, but, you know, sometimes it works. Just, you know what I'm saying? Different strokes for different folks. You might go in and nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? You go in there and spill your guts and come out and you still doing the same shit.
Exactly. And it's important that you have that counseling, y'all.
But then you get people that go get counseling and they actually see the light instantly. Like, I don't even need to come back no more. I got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
some people need to sit there,
put it on their
but
brain.
some people got to go through counseling for months, years. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Decades, centuries. True. Before they even get it.
You're right. You're right. Look, listen to Dr. Love, Pooley-Boo.
I mean, it only makes sense, man.
It does.
It only makes sense. You know what I'm saying? When you do right under the eyes of God, you know, you're going to get blessed in the end. You know, everybody has their season. Everybody has their time. When it's your time, it's going to shine. Until then, you know what I'm saying? Keep giving him the glory and keep doing what you're supposed to, not what you want to.
There you go. You just laid it down. You just laid it down. Now that we got that out the way, when is it okay to start shacking up?
In the eyes of God, it's not.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
In the eyes of God, it's not. After y'all get married.
After you get married, that's the number one answer here on Peachy Tea Time. Okay,
but
get married first.
But
society has it to where you don't have to. We didn't.
Not that you don't.
We didn't get married
It's
first.
not that you don't have to.
We shacked up.
It's just that you're not following the way of the book.
And I don't mean to say it like I'm proud of it. I don't mean to say it like I'm proud of it at all. Yeah, I had some issues. I had some issues that it was messing with me in my head. But that we were shacking up for 8 years.
Well, don't say it.
I know, but I'm saying it because they need to know. We have to be transparent sometimes. But yes, we shacked up.
Yeah, we did.
And I feel like
again, like I said, we talking about when is it a good time to move in with somebody. The best time is after you're married, but again, a lot of folks don't like to move like that. What happened when I find out all of these nooks and crannies that was unscathed from before? Now all of a sudden I'm starting to see this shit and I'm like, oh hell no.
Miss Joy said, never shack. Never shack. Mama P said, you better teach tonight, Polly. You better teach it.
We can say never shack all day long, but you know, ain't nobody gonna listen to us.
Some will.
None will.
You know, some will.
None will.
Some people have poured into their children well enough to where they're not doing that.
Maybe the chosen few, that 1%. But most folks is really going to try to find out, you know what I'm saying, is this the one for me in every way before, you know what I'm saying, they decide to put a ring on.
Exactly.
I need to make sure that this is the one for me. I need to make sure. And the only way to make sure is to be there day and night. I wake up here, I go to sleep here. You wake up here, you go to sleep here. We don't do nothing but see each other all day except for when we're at work. So I get to see what you do when you at home by yourself.
Well,
and now you're at home with me, so let's see what you do.
I got some more papers. Y'all know I go off the dome, but these were some interesting topics.
That ain't off the dome.
I know. There were some interesting topics tonight, so I wanted to make sure that I brought y'all something, you know, that was not really facts, but other opinions. I'll say that. So I Googled it, and it says, how soon is too soon to move in together? Things you should know. Timelines vary from couple to couple. which we said that. Well, you said that. But most experts agree that you should be dating for at least 1 year before moving in together. So it says try to wait at least 1 year before moving in with your partner. That's number one. You spend a lot of time alone together. Oh, signs you're ready to move in together. When you spend a lot of time alone together. Number two, you can argue in a healthy way.
Hold on, let me see the first page.
Number three, you've met each other's friends and family. Number four.
Why you Never mind.
I did say try and wait.
No, you got that.
Oh, why you read the...
No. Just keep going. Go back to where you was at.
We gotta speed it up.
I catch you later.
Number four, you can... I don't even know what you're talking about, but it got to be something funny. You can be your honest, authentic self around your partner. These are signs that you're ready to move in together. Number five, you've maintained your independence throughout the relationship. Number six, you're excited about moving in together. Now, signs you should wait before moving in together. You don't know your partner well yet. You don't feel like you can be yourself around your partner.
The opposite of everything.
That's what I was just about to say. You can't have tough conversations with your partner. Number four, you don't trust your partner 100%. Okay. Number five, you think he done stole something from you. I'm telling you, you got to trust him. Number five, you have communication or jealousy issues.
Oh, no.
That causes people to murder you.
It's time.
In a relationship.
It's time.
Number five, that should have been number one. You have communication or jealousy issues. That's a red flag, y'all.
That's a red flag. Fuck moving in. That's a red flag for being with you.
To go. What's that button? Is it this one? That's what you need to do. Any type of jealousy at all. We have shown so many clips on PGT Time where a man was jealous, he killed his girlfriend or his wife, or a woman was jealous, she done killed her husband or her boyfriend. So get away. Get away. Number six, you're moving in together just to save money.
That's a roommate.
Exactly.
That ain't moving in together.
Topics to discuss before moving in together. Motivations for moving in. Future plans. Chores. That's important. Finances. Why is chores so important? Because as a woman, sometimes you can wash dishes every single day for 2-3 weeks in a row, and then finally you get mad. I am not going to be washing dishes by myself all the time, and it's us in this house. So definitely discuss chores, and definitely.
Yeah, because don't no man want no woman that don't clean.
There you go. And especially finances. Because don't no woman want no broke man. Finances is very important.
No, they don't, but you don't know that broke man might be your rich man.
There you go. A long time.
Don't go off of what he got in his pocket, because his ambition can be something different.
Topics to discuss before moving in together is a long time. Make sure you get your me time, mommies. Get your me time. And can moving in together too soon harm a relationship?
Yeah.
Yes. Moving in together too quickly can put stress on a new relationship. Me and Poolie moved in quick. Would you say that? Oops. Would you say we moved in quick from the time that we started actually making it official? You know, we knew each other for about a year. You know, but I say 9 months. 9 months after we made it official is when we moved in together. But through the grace of God, we made it. Some people don't make it, Jesus. Some people don't make it. But we made it. We made it. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. Miss Joyce said, it's not what the experts say. It's what Jesus said about it. Otherwise, it's going to work. It's not going to work. If Jesus didn't put it together, baby, it ain't gonna work.
Miss Joyce.
Miss Joyce, you are right. That's why I love Miss Joyce. That's why I love Miss Joyce. Miss Joyce also says, sounds like an excuse to get what they want. Which one was that?
Get what they want when they want.
Mm-hmm.
That's like having a cow.
I just told you to preach tonight again. And Lauren says, so you think a man wants a broke woman? No.
Well,
they
again,
don't.
again, it don't go for just the man. But men don't want broke women either. But don't look down on a broke woman. You don't know her ambition.
There you go. There you go.
Just because I'm broke don't mean I'm going to stay here.
Hey, and we all know that from that movie with Taraji P. Henson. Movie called.
I don't know if y'all seen that woman. I don't know if y'all seen that woman that just hit this billion. I don't know if y'all seen her.
I'm going to play that on Monday.
But that's all I'm saying.
We just trying to make for sure. We want to know for sure. We ain't seen it on paper yet that she the winner.
She was by herself and she played that lotto.
I believe her.
Guess what?
But she ain't turned it in yet.
She's going to be single.
Forever.
Probably for the rest of her life.
I wouldn't spend my money with somebody, baby.
You want to. Motherfucker gonna spend all your fucking money. You don't know what the fuck this nigga here for now.
Quit using that language.
Is he here for love? I don't know.
Probably not. Probably not.
You never know. Now, unless you look like you were looking at that stove. I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm just saying. Listen, man.
She probably was trying to disguise herself at the store.
No, she was not. That is how she comes to the store. Nobody trying to disguise. She was trying to hide her face. If she wanted to do that, she would have wore a hoodie.
True.
And tighten that thing up to all you can see is barely your eyes.
That's it. She was like, I'm scared.
Look,
I'm scared.
If you want to hide. But
no,
what I'm saying is, it's the way that we look at people. Oh, she's not cute. Oh, look at her hair. Oh, look at her shoes. Look at his feet. You know what I'm saying? We judge folks from the way that we look first. But we're not judging folks by their character. And we all know, and I'm talking to y'all too. We all know somebody that we looked at like that until we actually got to know these people. And the way they look changed. They don't look like the ugly people that you thought they were. Now they're beautiful hearted people, and you want to find somebody for them.
Yeah.
You know?
You're right. Well.
So, you can't look down on folks like that. Again, we're broke folks. Yeah, I know. You wanted to.
I thought he was done, y'all. I thought he was done. You done now?
No.
Yes, you are. Anyways.
I'm not.
Okay, go ahead, baby.
Where was I at? So you wouldn't even.
No, I got distracted right quick because I heard my kids. I shouldn't hear them.
You didn't hear
unless
them.
Unless it's a 911 emergency.
No, you didn't.
This whole time I should hear them.
Your headphone work just as good as mine. I ain't hear nothing.
I heard them.
No, you didn't.
Yes, it did. Hey, Rosa. How you doing, Rosa? I see you pulled up on us.
So where was I at?
I don't remember. Come on. So we can finish. We still got 3 more topics to go. See, this is... I try to be nice.
Yeah,
come on here.
Y'all see how she do me?
Whatever. No. Do anybody else got something to say about love and relationship tonight? Put it in the chat.
Love relationships. We talking about that lotto.
The lotto. Yeah, that's what she was talking about.
Yeah.
The lotto.
I know that's what I was talking about.
So Poolie feels like that's how she look on a regular basis. She was not trying to disguise herself.
No, but I'm just saying there was no way at that time in her life. It could have been nobody really looking for her like that.
True.
Now you got this paper.
I want to be her friend.
They done saw you. I'm gonna try to picture in my head what you look glammed up. So if you do get glammed up, I'm gonna spot your ass and I'm gonna know it's you. Hey, baby, what's your name?
He gonna make sure she get glammed up anyway with that $1 billion, and she gonna make sure she get glammed up with that $1 billion.
Now she got to run around, act like she the what was that little show that was?
Man,
out?
she finna be gone.
The Sky's Boss.
Oh, Undercover Boss.
Undercover Boss.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put on all kind of makeup and bullshit, and I'm gonna come
Like,
in looking like a little broke something, and I'm gonna try to find love. Cause I'm almost a billionaire. But she won't be a billionaire.
No, she's gonna get
600,
500 million, something like that, after taxes.
I think it's like.
But I'm showing on Monday. Don't even worry about it. I'm showing on Monday. I'm just trying to wait until they confirm that she is the winner. They have not actually confirmed it yet. I saw some news broadcasting clips, so those clips are out. But
yeah,
they keep saying that the person has not turned the ticket in yet.
They waiting to see if it's some more winners.
Carmen.
They know who won the damn lotto. The store know who won.
We've talked about love and relationship long enough. We need to get back to this crime. And Carlee.
No, we're gonna end on love and relationship.
Carlee. We ain't gonna talk long.
We don't want to talk about Carlee.
I know you don't, but this is what we're gonna say about Carlee. That's why
we got Carlee on. Carlee on. Hey, look, Carlee is the liar. Let's go next.
Okay, play it. So
I ain't nothing more to talk about.
The reason why I wanted to bring up Carlee tonight, because there are a couple things that I wanted to show y'all what could happen in situations like this, or what could have happened to Carlee. And there's people out there that are being really kidnapped. And after what Carlee did, which was lie, what if somebody saw something and didn't want to help? Because they don't know if the person lying and telling the truth or not. But shout out to these people right here. Here we go.
Her story of how she helped a teenage girl who'd allegedly been abducted from Texas.
The remarkable rescue happened at a local laundromat. KTLA's Helena Bobian live in Long Beach now with the story for us. Helena, good morning.
Frank, Jessica, good morning. That's right. The woman who works at this laundromat, she says she followed her intuition and she believes this was a real act of God that the suspect and child happened to walk into this business right here. So going back on July 9th, it was early in the morning. She says the suspect and the victim, they walked in and the suspect was asking about a restaurant nearby. And she knew that restaurant was going to be closed on that Sunday, but something inside told her to tell this man to stick around until 11 o'clock for the restaurant to open. Well, between that time, a real miracle happened because this child was able to signal for help. Here's a listen.
God sent me, let me know. That's how I stopped him, because I know the restaurant not open, and why I say you wait till 11. So they open, but never open the restaurant on Sunday. If I didn't say that, if not God say that, she might be gone. She was so scared. Yeah.
Touch Vong, who works at this laundromat, says the alleged kidnapper and the 13-year-old spent some time inside washing, then drying clothes. At some point, the 13-year-old victim went back into the parking lot to wait in the car. That's when the girl managed to write a note, the words "help me," and stuck it on the window of the car they were in. Another woman passing by saw the note and called law enforcement. Once they got there, law enforcement detained the man and found in his vehicle a BB gun and a pair of handcuffs, also that note written by that girl. The suspect has been identified as 61-year-old Stephen Robert Sablon from Claiborne, Texas. Just yesterday, the U.S. Attorney's Office announcing charges in this case, 1 count of kidnapping and 1 for transporting a minor with the intent to engage in criminal sexual activity. This all began on July 6th in San Antonio, Texas. The victim, a 13-year-old girl, was walking down the street when the suspect, driving a gray Nissan Sentra, approached her, flashing a gun, and coerced the child into his vehicle. He promised to take the girl to Australia to visit a friend, but instead, according to the indictment, he spent the next few days repeatedly sexually assaulting the minor. Between July 6th and July 9th, the 61-year-old drove from Texas to California, and on the morning of July 9, the suspect and the victim made it to Long Beach to this laundromat, where the young victim came across the two women who ultimately helped rescue her. Now, the FBI is being assisted by local law enforcement in this case. If convicted on these charges, the suspect could face life in a prison. Now, back out here live, the suspect, we are told, is set to be arraigned in downtown Los Angeles coming up end of this month on July 31st. I'm Lena Berman reporting live.
Scribbled on paper in red letters, this sign held by a 13-year-old girl inside a car in the parking lot of the Easy Wash laundromat caught the attention of exactly the right person.
She's my customer. She always come wash here. She told me that, yeah, I think there's a girl need help.
Touch Vong says her customer went back outside and called 911. The man who police say kidnapped the girl was in the laundromat doing laundry. Touch says he brought the girl inside at one point that morning.
But she's scared. She got red hair, short hair, like this much.
And Touch says she got a bad feeling when she saw the man the girl was with.
A scary face. Yeah, he looked up, down to me. I said, in my head, I said, oh, maybe something, yeah.
After the customer called police, officers arrested him, identifying him as 61-year-old Stephen Robert Sablon of Claiborne, Texas. According to a federal indictment, the girl was walking in San Antonio on July 6th when she was approached by a man in a silver Nissan vehicle. The driver of the vehicle, later identified as Sablon, raised a black handgun and told her, if you don't get in the car with me, I'm going to hurt you. The indictment says Sablon drove the 13-year-old from San Antonio to Long Beach, sexually assaulting her several times along the way. When the Good Samaritan called 911, responding officers found a black BB gun and handcuffs in the car. Long Beach police credit the rescue to the quick action of the Good Samaritan. Touch says she is so thankful her customer called police.
I'm shocked, but I'm happy because the police here rescue her same time.
All right, we are back. That's a sad situation. That could have been you, Carlee. That could have been you. Thank God it wasn't you. And we hate that it happened to this little girl that was 13 years old. And here she was telling the truth. And what if that woman didn't have God on her side to tell her, call 911. Something ain't right. The lady in the laundromat told the man, oh, the restaurant open up at 11. Just stay here until it open because it's getting ready to open up.
But I'm still
61 years old.
61 years old.
Just nasty.
And he goes inside the laundromat. She was inside the laundromat.
And he let her go back to the car.
He let her go back to the car. At this point, why did you go back to the car? Why you just didn't take off running anywhere?
And ask for help.
Anywhere. He's not going to shoot you down in the street. And if he do, boy, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
You know, so just take off. I mean, you see an opening, take it.
Yeah. Take it.
I'm like, once I heard him say, and he brought her in and she went back to the car.
I dropped the soap.
Oh, you got to go.
Yeah. That's sad, y'all. That was a very sad situation. But I wanted to show that because, like I said, that could have been Carlee. While she's sitting up here playing around, lying and stuff. It really could have happened to her. Now, on another note, the bullying. A lot of people, I don't even call it bullying, to be honest. We just saying how we feel. And they just don't like it because they lied. Okay? Because she lied. I'm not going to put it on her parents. Because she lied. Now, word on the street is, I'm going to get some more information about this too, but word on the street is that the mother did lie about getting a phone call from her at the Red Roof Inn. First, the mom said, yes, she did. Then she changed and said, no, she didn't. Then she changed it back again and said, yes, she did. So that's another thing that social media is trying to figure out right now about this whole Red Roof Inn situation. I really can care less. I just want to see the clip where they put the handcuffs on her and send her ass to jail. That's what I want to see. So eventually, if they don't hurry up and do something, y'all, I'm going to get tired of covering it. And I'm going to move on to things that needs to be said, need to be showed, like I'm doing tonight. But at the same time, this is important too, because if social media keep going down on her, coming down on her, and she keep watching social media, now they said that the mama just deleted her page. Not, what's the child name? Not Carlee page, but the mama deleted her own page. But if they don't stop watching it, this girl can sit here and commit. She can commit. So let's watch this.
New at 6 tonight, an Atlanta mother is planning the funeral for her 16-year-old daughter. She says her daughter died by suicide on Friday after being bullied online.
This is a horrible situation. 11 Alive's Tracy Amick-Pierce spoke with mental health experts and the mom today about what happened and what parents need to know. And Tracy, this is a nightmare for any parent out there.
It is, and unfortunately, both suicide and cyberbullying are becoming much more common. But there are signs to watch for and steps you can take to help keep your kids safe.
I will never see her walk across a stage, go to the prom, get married, have children, any of those things.
Lenita Ruggles says it's been 6 days since she lost her daughter, 16-year-old Azaria White.
And I just kept pushing the door, and I'm like, what you got by the door? It was my baby.
White was a sophomore last year at a public school in Atlanta, but Ruggles says she was having issues.
No one wanted to sit with her in the lunchroom, and it made her feel really bad, and she didn't want to go to school, so then we took her out.
She switched to virtual learning in January. Now, after her death, her mother says she is sure cyberbullying pushed Azaria over the edge after finding her message history on her phone.
Multiple messages of people saying mean things to my daughter, harassing her, telling her to go kill herself.
Then they said 46% of teens.
Brittany Walters is a counselor at Chris 180, a mental health organization helping students in Atlanta. Walters says cyberbullying is a huge issue, with half their students reporting being the victim in the last 3 years.
Everything from horrific name calling to spreading rumors to sharing explicit photography without being prompted.
And with more kids using technology, there are more opportunities for cyberbullies to find a mark.
What makes cyberbullying so dangerous is it can be 24 hours a day, it's always there, and it can follow a person.
But Walters says there are signs you can watch for, including depression, anxiety, avoiding certain spaces, lower self-esteem, and self-harm. Ruggles says now she wants to warn other parents.
Please be aware of social media. There are so many ones that I wasn't aware of.
And she wishes she could go back in time and just take away Azaria's phone.
I didn't know it was this bad.
Walter says if your child is ever experiencing a mental health crisis, you can pick up the phone and call 988 to reach immediate help. There's also an online fundraiser to help Azaria's family.
All right, y'all.
Sad.
Cyberbullying. That's what they're calling it. So mama took her out of school. She did what she was supposed to do, change her environment, let her do virtual, and then they attacked her online to where she just couldn't take it no more. So this was the other side of Carlee that I wanted to show just as well. Am I angry? Yes, I am angry. But at the same time, just like I didn't want nothing to happen to her when we thought she was lost or missing, kidnapped, I don't want nothing to happen to her now either, being that she's at home safe. So I can't tell y'all what to do. I can't do it. But I'm not out here doing memes on her. I'm not out here making fake videos about her or nothing like that. I'm out here just giving y'all the news. And that's what it's supposed to be about.
And your commentary.
In my commentary. Because, yes, the last two shows I probably did go in. I went in.
That's bullying.
I didn't bully her.
No, but that's would it be considered as cyberbullying?
I didn't bully her.
It's cyberbullying.
Other people was.
Go to jail.
Peachy T-Time don't
You
do
gotta
no
go to
bullying. Over here, Miss Peachy don't do no bullying.
Yeah.
Now you kill one of these babies out here, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. That's simple. Like these bastards right here. Now I'm finna come. I'm coming. I'm on my way now.
Beaten, and the anger that he showed towards my daughter, I've never seen from him. I would have never sent her there.
Tonight, a mother's agony.
Beaten, and the anger that he showed towards my daughter, I've never seen from him. I would have never sent her there.
Tonight, a mother's agony. A woman who trusted her young daughter's care to her parents is sharing the gut-wrenching moment she learned her girl was dead, allegedly beaten to death by those grandparents. This is Fox 32 News at 9.
That grieving mother is only telling her story to our Nate Rogers. He's live at the medical examiner's office where one of the most heartbreaking chapters of that story played out. Nate.
Yeah, absolutely horrible indeed, Dawn and Corey. Kimberly Elwood says that she had, her father openly agreed and even offered to look after her 5-year-old daughter while she was out of state looking for stable housing and a new job. She says that there were no warning signs and she'd never known her father to be an abusive man. Today, just a few hours ago, Kimberly's boyfriend and her child's father literally had to carry her out of the medical examiner's office after she identified her own daughter here.
It says happy birthday.
It says happy birthday. So whose birthday was it?
It was mine.
And how old are you now?
5.
Clint Elwoods and his wife Lisa Jones both charged with murdering their own granddaughter, Jada Moore.
I'm all out of tears. I look at him as a monster. I don't even want to carry his last name no more.
Court documents say last Friday, Elwoods dialed 911, telling a dispatcher, quote, "I was beating my little granddaughter and now she is out of it." The alleged abuse occurred inside the couple's home here along Osage Street in Park Forest. Police found Jada laying on the couch naked, with detectives obtaining Jada's shorts and soiled underwear. Also, a calendar on the refrigerator detailing 4 dates last month when her undergarments were allegedly soiled.
Not nan time has she ever said, "Mama, I'm scared. Mama, come get me. He's hitting me. They're beating me." Nothing like that.
With bruises all over her body and marks consistent with a pattern of ongoing abuse, according to the ME. Jada also suffered bleeding on her brain. She died at Comer Children's Hospital. Jada's mother today identifying her body at the morgue.
My baby's face was disfigured.
But here's what matters most. From infancy...
Where's your eyes?
To twirling, young Jada leaves behind a world of great memories.
I loved to dress her up when she was a baby. She was a princess. She was very sweet, always smiling, even in the midst of everything that she endured.
Tell me what you're eating.
I'm eating some cake.
And what kind of cake was it?
It was a balloon cake.
It was a what kind of cake?
A balloon cake.
But what was the cake for?
It was for me.
Now, those grandparents both remain in custody. They're being held without bond, due back in court next month. We just received a word that neighbors in that community will be hosting a vigil tomorrow outside of the home from 6:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. There's also a growing GoFundMe account to help the mother with funeral arrangements as she's now looking to transfer her daughter's remains back to Georgia. There's the latest here outside of the Cook County Medical Examiner's office. Nate Rogers, Fox 32.
Damn.
That's sad.
Damn.
Your own father.
Damn.
Like, who can you trust if you can't even trust your own parents?
Wow.
That's sad.
I just knew that was the other folks' parents.
And to make it even worse, it don't even seem like by him calling 911 saying
that
I was
did.
beating her and she's out of it now.
Right.
To me, it don't even seem like he was trying to kill her. He just was whooping her and got out of control.
But when you say when she says her face was disfigured, that means you hit her in the head hard. So she had bleeding on her brain.
Or she could have hit something when she fell because he was hitting her so hard.
That too.
You see what I'm saying?
But
for him to say she out of it.
But for her to be so small, no, that was straight blunt force trauma.
That don't make no sense. I wonder how he feel right now. Like the young lady said, that wasn't the father that she knew.
She feel like he ain't gonna make it to court next time.
That is so sad. That's sad. I pray for her. I pray for her mom. Oh, one more thing I want to say about this. She said that her daughter never told her when she would call and talk to her. She never told her that they beating on me. They whooping me. I'm sad. I want to come home. She never spoke that. So my question is, and it's nothing towards her mom, y'all. Nothing towards her mom. Let's make that clear. But the first thing that came to my mind was this the norm for this little girl? For her not to go and tell her mama that they are beating her, and apparently they must have been doing it because they was putting it on the calendar when she had soiled soiled panties. So she was peeing on herself.
They had it for a while, I'm gonna just say.
They did have it for a while.
Because mom was going to look for work or whatever, get herself situated elsewhere. That's sad, man. And it sounded like they was in 2 different states. So
yeah.
Again, did this baby really see them grandparents that much?
That could be. That's possible.
You know, but
they probably ain't used to this little girl. No excuse.
But you having a relationship that you have with your parents, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't feel like it's an issue with my child coming over there or going over there. Because y'all were my parents and y'all are grandparents of this baby. So, I mean, I'm here.
Unless you knew that they was beating you growing up.
Right.
You know? Then no, don't send your kids over there. It's a lot of people. There's a lot of parents that's trying to find jobs. There's a lot of parents that's trying to find a house or an apartment, and they still got their kids with them. They gonna thug it out right along with me. You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of grandparents that got issues.
But again, when I'm not blaming this on the mother at all whatsoever.
It's not. It's all the grandparents. It's only her fault if she knew that her parents was crazy.
If she knew, and like I said, it's mighty strange for this little girl to be so young. From what I see, as far as even with my kids.
How old was she?
3.
No,
5. She was 5 because
she was 5.
She showed that she was 5 years old. Yeah, she was 5. So I still feel like at 5 years old, if you ain't been beaten by your mama and you ain't getting whoopings all the time by your mama and you go somewhere else, like Poolie said, she done went out of state, so she might not even be seeing this man all the time. They gonna tell it. They gonna tell it, especially if it's a repeated thing. If they don't say they beat me, they gonna say, I don't want to come home. I don't want to be here no more. Why? I just don't want to be here no more. Can you please come get me? And you go get your kids. But I don't think this man, again, by him calling 911 and the things that he said to the 911 operator and the police, I don't think this was intentional. I don't know why. I just don't think that he just set out to kill her.
No, he didn't set out to kill her. He set out to beat her. Like he said, he beat her. But you beat her to death.
You beat her to death.
So by you just beating her to death is the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
So
he'll be dead in prison. And her too.
Well, they in there right now. Let's see if they make it to the next court hearing.
I don't feel sorry for them, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all feel like we're supposed to feel sorry for them.
Not a child. What is it that a child like that can do to you to make you want to do that much harm?
Exactly. That make you that mad. And there's some bad little kids in the world, baby.
I mean, even
some
if they weren't bad, if they just had a little mouth on them and they know something that they ain't supposed to know.
And she seemed like a very smart
and
little
they
girl.
hit you with the business. Well, ain't gonna be here much longer. My mama coming to get me because she already know that you this, and this. She hear this from? She not making it home.
Or you can't touch me. You ain't my daddy.
It could be a multitude of things that triggered that man.
Something triggered him.
But again, they said grandparents. So if it triggered that man, what happened to grandma?
Exactly.
We charging both of them, but all we hearing is daddy.
Grandma was there and watching it maybe,
What
and then
happened to
try to
mama?
stop.
What did mama do? Sit there and watch? She might have been the one that told. Oh, she knocked down your favorite glass. I know she didn't.
Carmen said, my grandson is 2 years old and has nonverbal autism. I keep him every other weekend to give her a rest. And I'm sure that's not easy.
Not at all. I mean,
You know?
depending on the severity of his
But
autism.
Carmen ain't out there trying to kill him. She ain't trying to whoop him.
I know some nonverbals.
Beat him down.
I know some
She ain't trying to do
nonverbals,
that.
and them kids is cool as fans, man. But I know some nonverbals, and oh my God, y'all better do something with them.
Yeah. I'm telling y'all, this is a sad, sad, sad situation. Let's continue to pray for this mother. Also continue to pray for the father. Because the father lost a child just as well. So we're going to keep all of them in our prayers. The siblings, the family, and friends. All right? That concludes our show, baby. I got to give a shout out. I got to give a shout out to Chantel. Happy birthday, Chantel. Her birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. All right, y'all. We out of here. I love y'all so much. Y'all know Poolie in charge of the mixer. Y'all already know that. Y'all already know he in charge of the mixer. But we are about to get out of here, y'all. Hold on. Lanisha said my granddaughter will be 5 next month. It's a different kind of love. I have no words, baby. I'm telling you, my mama and my daddy is like so in love, so bad with my kids. So in love, so bad. I could not imagine. I couldn't imagine it. I just couldn't imagine it. I really couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't either because, boy, I'd be on their back so quick.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, hush. No, Mama Peach will knock you out with that cane, boy.
On the motorcycle. I'm driving right through the door with the motorcycle. Pop a wheelie on the front door. Poof. Kick the door in with the bike. Poof. Burn rubber all through that.
And Mama Peach, not on my carpet. Get that bike off my carpet. My mom will have a fit about her carpet, baby. She don't play with the color of her carpet. Well, I love you guys so much. Josette said, good show tonight. Thank you so much, Josette. We really appreciate it. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining tonight. Much love, much love, much love. And I hope and I pray that I'll be able to do a show on tomorrow. What did Lanisha say?
Coming with. Yep. All right. Let's go. Crazy grandparents.
That's why we ain't gonna have these problems, Gigi and Daddy O. We ain't gonna have these problems, Gigi and Daddy O. But y'all, we gotta go. Let's get into our commercials. And we out of here. I hope to see y'all on tomorrow, 3:00 p.m. Eastern time. If I don't, I apologize in advance, baby. But until then, I love you guys, and I will see y'all on Monday. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And don't forget to share this video. Those are the 3 most important things. Subscribe, like, share. It's all free. You don't have to pay for it. Nothing. Just do what I asked you to do. Like, share, subscribe. It's that simple. Bye.
Having computer issues? Can't find a nearby computer store or tech? No need to worry, Computer Tech is a computer repair mobile service. Not in Georgia, no need to worry, Computer Tech can remote into your computer as well. Prices are starting as low as $40. Services are virus removal, data recovery, data transfer, hardware installation, software installation, computer tune-up, laptop and desktop, home and online. Contact 404-405-8515 and ask for Tony, and don't forget to tell them Ms. Peachy sent you.
Peachy Tea Time is for the culture. If you or someone you know that has dealt with the death of a loved one due to gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system or even by the police, Peachy Tea Time also provides a platform for missing person cases as well as wrongfully imprisoned inmates. Please like and share this video to get the word out, so the families can get their loved ones' stories out. Email peachyteatime@peachyteatime@gmail.com. You can also DM, inbox, or text to 470-620-9916. Thanks for watching.